Hey everybody, I'm Taryn Winnie, and I'm your Master of Ceremonies this evening as we journey further into Urban Shadows, Juneau, what darkness caused. Yep, doing great today. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and good evening. No, presented here on Variant Roles. We're gonna jump right into some character introductions, and then we're trying to streamline some of the session opening stuff, so hopefully this isn't super confusing. I think it'll be good though. So yeah, I think we'll start right off with Maria.
Hello, I'm Maria. I am playing Sherry Pelton on this show called Urban Shadows. I'm also at Happy Capture on Twitter. I don't remember if you said to say that, but that's what I say. Uh, Kay Belton has chosen to not trust Peter because Peter is just a not trustworthy thing. And the rumor that they were they had chosen, is that there are more and more packs of werewolves that are being spotted coming into town lately. Like a lot of them. Also, I rolled a 9 on that, which means that I am in it.
Yes,
in
neck deep in it. So
neck deep, one would say, in it.
yeah, so you need to choose someone in they are knight faction to share a debt with, and or split it up, however you want to work that. So
um hmm see, to me, it would make sense that it would be someone involved with werewolf time. Otherwise, my fallback is Conrad, but I have not met Conrad thus far. In game. Actually, part of me wants to swap deaths with Tori.
all right.
Our werewolf lady.
I think that can be worked out. We can talk with Alexis after the stream.
Yeah. Because they had mentioned that it had been mentioned that their pack is working with Conrad. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Which I think Kay is interested in exponentially. So would be saying, hey, if you give me some intel on Conrad, if you can, I'll help you out in the future.
Sounds good. Awesome. I think we'll jump right along. Max.
Oh, hey, that's me. Just had to get back to you for that dice priority thing. So, hi, I'm Max. I play Red Abernathy, both he/him pronouns, and I am the aware of the group, meaning I am just your normal little mundane human. And I chose, let's see, not to trust Daphne the vampire. And the rumor that I had to choose was that their Conrad the vampire doesn't really like that there's another vampire in on his turf. And I rolled a sinister 6, and I am neck deep in it. Or I'm caught off guard because of this. So it's worse than neck deep in it.
Yeah, correct. It's coming for you.
Balls.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't phrase it that way. Definitely not on stream. But yeah. So yeah, you are caught flat-footed, unprepared, unaware. Something's coming for you. So sounds good. We'll cut over to Matthew Foreman.
Okay. Well, yeah, hello there. My name's Matthew Foreman. I am Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. You know how that is there. And Don't ever challenge me again on stream, Max.
It is on.
Kill it with fire, please.
Don't ever question my power again. I am Matthew at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter, and I am playing Peter. He is a Spectre, former municipal land planner, and for my opening move, which I have here ready, I actually do, I chose Brody, and then Brody had me mark power, and then, because that was the only one I had left, and then I said that someone from the power faction is backing the police, and I rolled a 4. Which means I am going to be caught off guard.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. I love how much you guys are caught off guard this session. It's going to be great.
Just great. We're doing great.
Just great. But yeah. Nox.
Hi. Blah, blah, blah. Hi, I'm Nox. I'm playing the vampire Daphne. Woo. Opening move stuff. I trust Peter the least. So Mr. Peter Foreman has marked mortality for me. And then rumor in the mortality faction is that the local police, now aware that there's something supernatural occurring in their town, are working with an oracle and looking to recruit more. And I got a grand total of 6 on my roll with the mortality faction.
It sounds like that and Peter's rumor were pretty similar.
Oh, were they? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, it's all good. I'm just saying that might double down on the
From the power faction is backing the police. Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Created independently, so we are now
Yes.
we are now
It was meant to
double
be.
up.
Yeah. That's
Double fucked. Wow.
tasty. Yeah, just delicious. I love when my players just line all the pens up for me. But yeah, so thanks for that, and really glad to have you back. Ty, finish us out, buddy.
I am Ty. I am back this week. You can find me on Twitter at Ballroom Brawler, where everyone hates my handle. And
That's right.
I might change it at some point. I am playing Brody. I am the stoner oracle of the group who was trusting Daphne the least the last session after the events of the last time he was there. I rolled an 11, and the rumor I came up with for mortality was that there is someone in the police force who is not with the faction they appear to be.
So
Wow.
I just, for those of you that are joining us for the first time, which I'm not sure that there's anybody, we left off with a police altercation on the way. So apparently that's on everybody's brains this week. So, but yeah, so you rolled an 11, correct?
Yeah.
So you are prepared for this, the only one this week, which is a little off theme for Brody, but we'll work with it. He actually didn't have the power play last session though, so but yeah, so what is your debt and or piece of information you would like to inquire upon, or equipment?
I think with calling the police, Brody wants a gun.
Okay. Okay,
Brody's
how does,
driving away panicking. He wants a gun.
how does Brody acquire a gun? Where would Brody go to get a gun?
When he called Emma, he was like, well, here's the thing. Like, I know there's a lot going there, but like, in case whatever's going there gets to this guy, I'm gonna need a little defense.
Okay, yeah.
Like full on shoddy.
For your cooperation, I can't talk this evening. Love you all. Good night. No, last time I'll make that joke this evening. But yeah, so I think she'll send an officer over to drop off a firearm of your choosing, either a pistol or a police issue shotgun.
Police issue shotgun.
Brody's sitting in the chair with a doobie in one hand and a shotgun in the other, just
Very Kill Bill.
facing the door. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that wraps up our intro stuff. That was nice and succinct. I think we'll Nox.
I can't forget my web.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
which Mildred is still in my web, I believe.
Yeah, correct.
So I get benefits for when dealing with them, but I also get to learn a secret about them that they'd rather keep buried.
I think last time we talked about there being a fact, like a schism in the Fae community, correct? That was one of the weaknesses we had talked about.
That was a rumor I think I made up.
Yeah.
And then I think one of the weaknesses you gave me is that like her thing is making deals.
Yeah, that did come up as well. I'm gonna say, I think a secret that she would not rather have you had. 1 second.
Oh, poor dear.
I'm not sure beer helps.
Nope, it definitely helps.
Beer always helps.
It always
See an Archer
helps.
reference there.
What's the whistle?
Yes. There we are. We're good now. But yeah, so the secret would rather not have be revealed is that she's on her way out if this messes up. So this is sort of her last straw if things go poorly. So okay, and then Brody has a session opener too, right? You're muted.
You're so muted.
The muted.
Wow,
man.
he was
Man,
obvious.
amazing.
Yeah, he was obviously prepared for that.
Yeah, I would use this foretelling. I should do this more often. Oh no! I see the death of someone important to me.
Ah!
Wait. So what does that mean exactly?
On a miss, I foresee the death of someone. Well, I don't have anyone now, and I take -1 roll to all rolls trying to prevent it. So I have of someone dying, and anytime I'm trying to prevent it, it's not going so well.
Damn, that would have been good last.
It would have been great.
2 sessions ago.
2 sessions ago.
Vampire Banquet.
Yeah, I think. Who would be someone important to you that?
The only one remotely close would be probably Case, though.
You, as you're driving away, and you've called the cops, and you're sort of seeing flashes of what's going on. You're panicking. Your powers are sort of surging a little bit as your emotions are running high. You get images, flashes, and all of a sudden you start realizing that these aren't just like flashes. These are gunshots. They're the flares off barrels. As you see Kay's demon form absorbing bullet after bullet after bullet while the rest of the group is running away, and you see her fall, or see them fall.
I mean, I'm gonna pull over. I did tell her that place was fucked, though. I did tell them that. That did come up. And he'll stay there for a minute thinking about what to do.
Okay. So that is the case there. Nobody else has any sort of session openers, correct?
I did level up. Or get an advancement, rather.
Yeah. We had a couple of advancements due to the session open move. Peter, what did you pick?
I picked. Oh god damn it!
Put you on the spot.
Yeah. I picked Won't Be Ignored.
And just give us a little preview on what that entails.
When you get in the way of someone, treat your rolls a 10+ without rolling. Hi, friends. I'm never going anywhere.
And
I did work.
And then Daphne, what did you pick up?
So I'm deciding, like, at this very moment. I'm gonna pick a move from another archetype, and the move I'm gonna pick is from the Spectre playbook.
Oh, I saw that coming.
For what wall? You always have an opening to escape a situation. You can choose an additional option off the list to bring someone with you. On a miss, you attract the attention of dangerous spirits and ghosts in the area.
Huh? Yeah. It seems applicable and thematic. I like it. So, yeah. I love Emma's pointing out your very, very scheme-worthy face. Anyway, so yeah, I'll go ahead and recap us from last week. Last week we were joined by the illustrious Alexis Fanato. She played a wonderful werewolf that had accompanied the mysterious and conniving fae, sort of Queen Mildred, who was on her way to meet with Daphne at the Happy House. And so did everyone else. Everyone else showed up through some sort of invitation or another. There was some tensions over dinner, and then things sort of smoothed out for a moment between Daphne and Mildred, but then tensions arose between Daphne and Peter, and some other things came up. Red found Benji's body hidden away, alerted Kay to that existence. And then there was a meeting of sorts as Brody was driving away and calling the cops. Some discussions were had about people's role in the upcoming conflict in the city of Juneau. And then the cops showed up. So anybody else have anything they would like to recap, or do you guys just want to get right in neck deep in it?
I'm ready.
Okay. I think for a little bit of switch up before we jump to the actual scene, Brody, what do? You just had this vision.
I have Kay's number. I'm gonna text Kay instead of driving back, and just I'm pulled over to say, like, really, I got a place, I got a nice apartment. Just come, chill here, smoke it out, and wait till the morning. Just like at that cafe, we can just chill out, relax. That dinner's fucked. Let me know, and I'll send my address too. I don't know if I had it.
Yeah. So, Kay, you get that text message. Brody, are you doing anything else?
I decided to go back home.
Okay. You go back home, you retrieve your shotgun, and you're gonna wait it out. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So back at the Happy House / Elysium Lodge, you all are currently inside the Happy House right now, accompanied with Mildred and Tori. And the police have pulled up at the front of the Elysium Lodge. So you guys have a little bit of time. What are you doing?
So I got a message from like the lodge staff saying, "Hey, heads up, cops are here," right? Am I remembering that right? I think that was like right at the end.
Yeah, that was the last little bit.
So I'm gonna look at everyone and say, there is a bit of a problem, but I will take care of it. You stay here, enjoy yourselves, and I will be back. I'm gonna head up and out towards the front to greet our new friends.
Okay. As you're doing that and having that conversation, Mildred seems to just disappear. Tori's still there, but Mildred is just like it. She does that kind of Batman thing where you all like turn to like look at Nox leave, and then you turn back and she's just gone.
I'm just gonna keep going. I can deal with that shit later. These fucking cops are at my door.
Okay. So Nox, you're going to go, or Daphne is going to go deal with the police. What are the rest of you doing that are currently in the Happy House?
As soon as Nox is gone,
Knox,
Um,
Knox leaves the room.
yes.
Sorry, I set you up for that.
As soon as Nox Daphne leaves the room, I believe Red texted Kay that there was a body in the closet, or just that there was a body.
I'm going towards that closet. as
Okay,
soon
cool,
as
because
we-
that's exactly where Kay is gonna go as well.
I pop it open, pull up my phone, and I take a picture.
Okay.
And I text the picture to Steve, the hunter, ex-hunter.
Oh, the veteran, the bar guy.
Yeah, the veteran bar guy, and I'm going to see if I can find Benji's phone.
Okay. I'm trying to think if that's a move or if you're just gonna find it.
I'm a professional snoop, so
Yeah, I'd say a little bit of searching. You find it. Kay, what are you doing?
I have a question.
Yes.
So we had a little discussion off stream about how Kay and Brody know each other.
Yeah.
Brody is essentially where Kay goes and who Kay goes to when things get just a little too stressful and a little too hectic. Things have been kind of getting a lot hectic in the past couple of months. So Kay's kind of visited pretty frequently, like a couple times a week. Would Kay have seen Benji in Brody's around Brody? Because they
I'm
are
sure.
bros.
I'm
Okay.
sure.
Sweet. Awesome. Kay is a pale person to begin with, and Kay goes even paler at the sight of Benj. In a dried out husk, essentially. So I'm sure Benji does not look great.
No, Benji does not look right. Benji looks dead.
Oh, cool. Cool.
I'm going to kind of glance over to Kay and look at what Red's doing. Like, what are you doing?
I'm going to make sure I put everything back except the phone as exactly as I found it. A little bit of my job, collecting. What kind of answer are you looking for here, Peter?
What is he to you?
Don't know yet.
Is he relevant to your job?
Could be. Could be some information worth exchanging.
I'm not a fan of the tone of these questions, Peter.
I'm going to glance over. Why not?
They sound a bit heartless, if you ask me. This is a dead body, which I'm sure you're familiar with.
As I'm sure you're familiar with.
Kay's gonna pull out their phone. Do they ironically see the text message from Brody?
Yeah, that seems like a good time to receive that text message.
Awesome. Kay is also gonna take a picture of the body and send it to Brody.
Brody kind of already. Okay, sorry, Mike.
That's kind of a cruel thing to do. Hey, here's your best friend's dead body.
And then I'll text right after that saying, "Dinner's fucked. Leaving soon."
Okay. All right. Let's see. I think Tori kind of looks at the situation, kind of watch Milford just sort of disappear almost. All right, well, I think my welcome's worn out, so I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And she's gonna head for the door.
You're heading in towards a whole squadron of police. What are you planning to do? Sneak by them, hoping they won't notice?
Well, we're kind of far from the entrance, right? Like we didn't walk. There's some room. I'm just gonna go into the woods.
Good luck.
That's kind of my area of expertise. So, and she just walks back out, two birds, just right backwards out the door. So
sounds about right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna return to Bread and Kay here. I'm like, why are you two getting so squeamish over one dead fairy? I thought you were in the game.
Well, it could have been the meal.
It was a meal.
be next? She's a vampire.
She's not going to eat you, Red. Well, I shouldn't say that. Look, Daphne's vicious, but she's not entirely stupid. She wouldn't eat you. You're too
She
useful.
threatened your husband, and you're going to protect her.
She threatened my husband. She's no threat to my husband. I'm a much larger threat to her and all that she has than she is to my husband. And would everyone quit assuming that I care about him? We're married. I'm dead. Benji wanted out. Now he's dead. Read the room.
So you gonna stitch on me, Peter? You're gonna go to Daphne and tell her what I did here? Is that
No.
part of your master plan?
No, I brought you both here because things are happening. And these things are going to continue to happen regardless of if you try to get involved in them or if you try to leave. And I look over at Benji. These things are going to continue to happen. So you all need to start making the choice if you want to be in control or if you want to be a victim. Because I am apparently the only one who understands you can't just bury your goddamn head under a rock and hope it all goes away.
I know information has value, just don't know who this information is value to yet.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to collect information, which is my job on a regular basis. I'm going to take that information, I'm going to sit on it until I know what to do with it, but I'd rather have the information than be in the dark or in the closet.
I just look at Red. Just don't move against me or Daphne.
You haven't given me a reason to yet. You just act like a dick, but hey, who doesn't?
I think we'll cut there over to Daphne. So you find your way to the front of the Elysium Lodge, where there are 2 police cruisers, and obviously leading the pack is our favorite officer Emma, actually dressed in her uniform this time, which is the first time we've seen her in that. So
I just kind of pull on the lapels of my jacket, button in the middle, walk up, hands in my pocket. Hello, officers. How can I help you today?
we hi, Officer Lieutenant Emma. Usually we give last names, but apparently I don't remember that as a MC. So she flashes her badge. So we got a tip, and I think it'd probably be best if you comply about some yeah, it was something like that, Emma. Thank you. In chat. It's like Ramirez or Lopez. Anyway, but yeah. So
It's Diaz. By the way.
Diaz,
I do have that
yes.
written down,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah. But yeah. So we got a phone call from a concerned citizen about some possible paraphernalia related activities up here. Is that all right? We would like to search the premises.
No, it is not all right. You can come back another time when you have a warrant. But I will certainly not allow the police to interfere with the good time of my guests over a phone call from a concerned citizen.
I think that's gonna take a persuade NPC roll.
All right, let me see what kind of moves I have in case they help me. Because this is like some vampire shit.
So what does it take for someone to enter your web? Interacting with them?
No, it's not that straightforward. I don't feel like she's in my web just because she's
Okay.
like, one of the things would be threatening my interests. She would have
Okay.
to like, I feel like she would need to like come to me and actually like be really specific about it.
Okay.
I want to use like my vampire charms.
Okay.
Uh,
This is a
and
specific ability, or
just like, how do I word this? I want to use like my smooth talking vampire charm to yeah, fuck it. I'll just, what was it? Roll what? Persuade.
persuade.
I can't think of a way to word this.
Yeah, with heart. So
Okay. That's a 9.
okay, a 9. They modify the terms or demand a debt. Yeah, I think Emma kind of gives you like that up and down look, assessing the situation. All right. Here's what we can do. We can come back with a warrant, or you could just come down to the station with us. We can talk about kind of guests you have, just informal. Maybe we can help each other.
Sure. I would love to come down to your station. To be clear, I don't want any trouble with the local law enforcement, but I also don't want to succumb to the abuse of power that some law enforcement departments are prone to. So, in the name of partnerships, I will come down. We will talk.
She extends a hand.
I kind of look at it for like just too long, where you're like, this person is are they going to shake my hand in return? Are they not? And then I put a hand out, give it a shake.
Make it soon. Don't dilly, but I mean, see you in the morning.
What time is it?
Probably I'd say 8 or 9 at this point.
How about I come down right now?
If you insist.
I do. I will drive myself, and I'll be down there before the hour. As long as you're the one I get to talk to, though.
Of course.
And then just gonna turn around and head on back down to ye old happy house.
All right. So what are the rest of you doing that are in the happy house? So
we're continuing our super great and uplifting conversation. They want to stay. They want to stay near Peter because they're really feeling good.
I'm gonna lift up my pant leg, showing my. This was in game 1. I mentioned it. I've got a artificial left leg below the knee, and I'm just gonna. I've got a pocket in it, and I'm gonna slip the Brody's phone in there for safety, or Benji's phone in there for safekeeping. How are we gonna get out of here?
I can get one of you out.
I'm fine. And honestly, I don't really trust you with Red, to be perfectly honest. No offense.
None taken.
We brought Kay's car here, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want to bring the Prius.
Yeah, I drove here.
Okay.
I thought this was gonna be a fancy dinner with fancy guests and not.
I'm wearing your daddy's clothes.
You know.
Oh yeah, you're in fancy clothes right now.
You know, Kay, I really did too. I really didn't think it was gonna be like this. I was trying to bring people together.
You did succeed at that.
I did. I care about this town as if it were a living, breathing entity, because it is. And I am trying to protect it. If my methods seem harsh, or if I seem cold, I don't know.
Well, might warm the room a little bit if you were to maybe share some of this plan you have going, so we're not constantly getting caught off guard by these things you're doing.
Would definitely help win you some friends too. Not that you're necessarily in the market for them, but
I love Kay's. I love Kay's reads. My first. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
okay. If you're really trying to protect this town that you care about so much, don't you think it would be better to do it with people who might trust you a little bit more?
Okay.
You don't have to like us.
No.
Don't necessarily have to like you, which is, I mean, you're on a good start with that one, but I think there has to be something here.
The first step. Listen, I'm rolling with the punches as much as anyone. The first step in my plan was getting everyone that I knew that I thought might be pliable to working together in one place in one time with an enemy in front of us, which was supposed to be Mildred. Now, she could either become our enemy or work with us against the other powers that are moving in this town, because she was the closest in striking distance to either eliminating or getting a bargain with.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. In this conversation between the two of them, she didn't exactly seem like a power player, if that makes sense. Not in the like grand scheme thing. This wizard that's hanging out with Conrad seems a bit more sinister.
Absolutely. Mildred may not be a grand power player, but she was on our level, which means if we eliminate her, we have less competition. But if we brought her to our side, we become stronger.
What are we competing for?
Control of Juneau. Do you think this wizard is just going to walk away one day?
No. But why should any of us control Juneau?
Because someone has to. And it should be the people that are from here, at the very least. Or at least the people who know this city and understand it. Kay, I have known you longer than you've known me. I have tried to protect you for reasons passing understanding. Aren't you tired of being pushed around? Aren't you, and this is just me going with it, aren't you tired of answering to others?
And about that time, Daphne walks down the stairs.
Is that an intimacy move?
Just to be sure, the closet door, we've closed it. Ben,
You said you put everything back in the way you found it.
Does that trigger a three-way intimacy move?
I think so. Yeah. Let's
Wink.
roll with it.
I don't know how else to say that.
Did we get intimate?
Try level intimacy.
Try.
A thrupling.
That's worse.
It is. It definitely is.
For intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
I hold one whenever they get into trouble. I can spend your hold to be there, right? That's the only thing for intimacy. It doesn't mark factions or anything. Or does
Yeah. You just do whatever the intimacy move tells you.
Okay.
Ooh. Hey, Peter.
Yeah. Oh no.
Hey, so when I share a moment of intimacy
Yeah.
with another person,
Yeah, that's
quote unquote, you get to give me a debt you hold on someone else.
All right, I've got one on Chloe Khan, one on Daphne, one on Brody, one on you, and two on Brody. My bad. So yeah, that's it. I'm running out of debts. I need more debts.
I mean, it says you give one to me, so I don't take one. So you just give me one.
I'll give you.
I don't think you can't give me one. Like you can't give me, but
no, of course. I will give you. I need these. I'll give you one. One of the. I'll give you. Sorry,
I need them all.
I'm terrible. I will give you one that I have on Brody for his dumbass
cool.
prophecy about me.
And I owe you 2.
I think it's. I mean, you guys, you shared all 3 shared an intimacy moment with each other, so yeah, I think that would be.
Yeah.
And then Red, I guess you marked 2 corruption.
Oh yeah.
Oh! Well, that's beautiful because he's seen this death. Peter is pulling him into the game more. Kay, he's seeing Kay kind of maybe even begin to accept it as well or fight against it. He's seeing this conflict and he is marked by the experience. Oh, that's beautiful. This system. This system.
I'll give you my one to Ashley Dumas.
Ashley Dumas. Oh, I have one for her already. Wonderful.
Yeah. Red just got real corrupted real fast.
Well, this dinner just went real bad for everybody involved.
I didn't win great.
System.
I mean,
Knox.
I need more corruption. Give me more corruption.
Yeah, he wants a corruption power.
Yeah, because have you been corrupted yet, Red?
No, but I it's a move called In Too Deep, and it's perfect.
Yeah, hang around with Peter, you'll get corrupted.
All right, so but yeah, Daphne's gonna walk down. You said you were going back to the happy house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you walk down to a very heated argument.
Hello? Is everything good here?
How about you tell us what's going on upstairs first? Sounds like that might be a little more pressing.
No, I took care of it.
Okay.
Like I told Peter, this is my house.
I had every confidence that you could take care of some blue shirts.
Oh, I know you did.
I was just explaining... Excuse me, that's really rude. Okay, yeah. I was just explaining that to Kay and Red here about the game that we're all caught in here.
All right.
The coming solstice.
Oh, right.
Control for Juneau. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to work together.
So, I do need to go soon, but I had an idea. What if I had a bacchanal to celebrate the solstice? I can invite all of the movers and the shakers, and maybe this wizard fellow, and we can just take care of the problem right then, and then celebrate.
The big bad powerful wizard, Drug Saruman?
The solstice is like a month away at this point right now, though. Just FYI.
Oh, okay.
Just a heads up.
You want to try to red wedding Drug Saruman?
What do you mean?
It's a pop culture reference. Don't worry about it.
I didn't get it either.
You want to host a nice party, but then turn it on him and kill all of your enemies at an event. That's what you want to do.
Peter, that's a great idea.
Yeah, well, this was a lovely dinner. I think I want to, I don't want to be rude or anything, but gotta get places to be.
I'm gonna walk over to Red.
I'm gonna match that movement and kind of interpose myself between her and Red.
All right.
I'm gonna just shoulder check Kay on the way to Red.
Ooh. Okay. Oh.
Careful,
No.
Daphne.
No. That's not gonna fly though. Just no.
Do you Hulk out?
Shit.
I'm
not stirring the pot at all.
I'm
Not stirring
gonna
the pot
say.
at all.
I'm gonna say. There's more to them that meets the eye, Daphne.
Tainted.
Yeah,
Humans in disguise.
yes. It's been a really tense night, and that whole conversation with Peter, and dead Benji, who I was at least familiar with in her supposed fantastic house. Yeah, no, I am going to. I'm going to at least partially assume my demon form.
All right, give me a roll.
Oh god.
Amazing.
Sorry,
I love this game.
It's so good.
But okay, that's a 7. So I get to choose one from the list.
Mhm.
I am going to pick my demonic weapons, which are like my crazy talon sharp like black chitinous hands, and as she tries to shoulder check me, I just want to like grab, I assume that they're like ridiculously long. I want to try to grab like the front of her and just push her away.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I let it happen.
Okay.
I think I definitely stumble backwards, and I have to like catch myself on like a nearby like supporting beam that like a curtain is hanging off of or something. And I just look up at Kay.
I do want to just point out that it's not like full demon form, like not crazy wings and everything. It's literally like just my arms, which are just grotesquely too large on my body.
Awesome. Yeah.
And I'll just kind of stand between her and Red and just kind of like look down over at her and say, don't touch it.
Oh, that is wonderful. I really love what you have going on here. Peter was right to rope you into all of this. And as far as your friend, how do you know I wanted to touch him at all? That seems to be quite a quick reaction to trying to make friends with the people that I'm working with. Is this always how you behave? Rash.
Careful, I like to call it.
That's fair. I also like to be careful. Anyways, the party is over. You need to leave now, so I can go to the police station and take care of that business. And I hold a hand, gesturing towards the door.
Let's go. We have a stray little lamb to attend to. I'm gonna leave.
Okay. Does everyone follow suit?
Yeah, I'll kind of like
wide berth.
okay. Oh, oops.
Never seen that before, and
Yeah.
that what your family does is that?
Once Red kind of starts saying that, I'll kind of just dismiss it'll like sink back into wherever it came from. And I'll just kind of like straighten the jacket that I'm wearing and say, yeah, Red, let's go. And they'll just kind of usher Red before them.
Awesome. I think we'll follow Daphne to the police station. Is anybody else doing anything this evening?
I figure I'm gonna head to Brody's with Kay if Kay's going there immediately.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go straight.
So everyone's
Yeah, I'm going to Brody.
We've got a pack of people going to Brody's.
Yeah.
And then and then
this
Daphne-
night is far from over.
Okay, we spent like 4 sessions on this single day, and I love it.
It's so good.
But yeah, so I think we'll follow Daphne to the police station first, if that's all right. Since we'll finish that scene up, and then we'll get Ty back into it. I'm sorry, your first session back has been you.
It's been fun to watch. No, it's great. It's great. It's so much fun to watch.
It's always great to watch. But yeah, Nox, do you need a break for your eyes? Okay.
Nah, I'm good.
Just checking. We can always take breaks at any time. Just a reminder, y'all. It's not. And Matthew, out of context. Ty did say those exact words in that exact order.
Especially when you have a 3-way moment of intimacy.
That's y'all are yeah, so I knew it was going to be a night. I knew it was going to be a night. But yeah, so I love how that also Daphne's going to the police station with all 3 of those things being about power people being there and things going on.
Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
I did not, apparently. But yeah, so you guys, so Daphne heads to the police station. You're ushered into a interrogation room, handcuffed. But yeah, Emma sits you down, offers you a cup of coffee, whatever if there's anything you would like at the time. She kind of sits down across from you. She's got like this folder. Just the moment. We are waiting on a colleague of mine who's in town investigating some stuff. So
fuck. Yeah, Daphne, cool as a cucumber, much cooler than me.
yeah.
Sits back, crosses her legs, folds her hands in her arms. Or wait, folds her hands
in her arms. That's one way to go about
okay.
having an
Folds her hands on her lap.
Okay.
Jesus Lord.
About after 5 minutes of waiting or so, in walks a sort of I'll put this dark-skinned man. Oh wait, sorry, there's a chat thing.
There's me.
You distracted me, Red.
Sorry.
Damn it. Dark-skinned man, 5'8", sort of stocky build, wearing a dark blue suit, badge on the hip, sunglasses on, crew cut. And sits down. All right, Miss slides the folder over, opens it up. Miss Daphne, that's who we've got here.
You have a folder on me, or is that just for show?
Oh no, we have a folder on you.
Okay.
You're relatively new here, but seem to have done quite well for yourself. Where were you before? Where were you before Juneau, if I might ask?
Officer Diaz told me that this was questions about some of my guests. I own the lodge. I don't stay there as a guest.
I am quite aware of what she brought you in for, but I had a few questions of my own. I've been following some interesting chatter, shall we say, about some happenings here.
Does Officer Diaz know that you feel this way about her?
I'm sorry, what?
Because that seems very disrespectful.
Diaz kind of like gives you a look. She's right next to the.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
I say it anyways.
Yeah, she kind of like gives you a look and then looks to the agent, whoever this is.
I mean, you brought me in for one reason, and then this very handsome man has brought me in for another. But you and I had the agreement, Officer Diaz, not this person.
Oh, how rude of me. I'm Agent. No, not DuPont. We've already used something. Agent Crawford.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm Agent Crawford. Sorry for the. Yeah, I know, Emma. Okay, it's what I read on the list. Get off me. Go back. Yeah. So kind of. No, he's not also a vampire. Get out of get out of here. But he kind of gives you a look and just. All right. So I think we can cut pretenses here for a moment.
I hope so.
You have a long history,
I just
correct?
I just I just smile at him. Don't we all?
None quite so as full as yours, Daphne.
Well, I live a full life. I don't. What are you getting at? You said you would drop pretenses, but this seems very pretentious.
Sorry again. So let me come back around one more time. We're aware of what you are and your history.
Fucking eyebrow at that.
So is that cut the pretenses enough for you?
I look over at Diaz.
She kind of just gives you a little wave.
I'm still not sure why I'm here.
You're here because there are things happening in Juneau that I'm sure you're aware, and things that we really can't involve our normal foot soldiers for, as it were.
Oh, so the police now refer to their officers as foot soldiers. And what are you?
I work for a division of the FBI.
Can I, try to figure someone out? I never do a move. Can I figure him out?
Yes, you can definitely figure him out.
I have 0 in mind. Awesome. Do I have anything that I can use instead of that? Let's see. I'm not indulging their vices. All right, then. Figure someone out. Here we go.
Oh, we just got rated. Hey, thanks everybody for the raid. Yeah, that gratuitous RP. You guys are amazing. Major hard hands for you guys. Yeah, really glad you guys are here. Thanks for joining us as we figure somebody out right now.
All right, roll time.
Yes.
Wait, did I click twice by accident? I did. So it's the first one.
All right. What is
No, wait.
that? I don't have.
No. Wait, what? Why did I do that? I guess it is the second one.
What'd you roll?
4.
All right. That's nothing. This man is giving you a very difficult read. So, almost as if he had some sort of protection.
This cold and sterile room does not bring out my more outgoing side. Perhaps we can meet outside of this very uncomfortable place and talk more.
That's definitely gonna be a persuade.
God, I wish I can indulge their vices. And persuade. Ooh, okay, I have decent persuade. Okay, that's a 7.
7. All right. So yeah. Agent Crawford kind of gives a glance over to Emma. All right. To make this more comfortable for you, I think having a chance to call in a favor is going to be advantageous to us.
Oh.
So we'll just say you owe us 1 if that's
Oh. Sure. I owe you 1.
You owe Agent Crawford 1 debt.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, and so they kind of step outside. It's Juneau in late November, so yes.
I
We've already made the deal.
No, but I almost wonder if this puts them in my web. This like conversation.
So what does your web entail again?
It says when someone comes to ask you for a favor, look for advice/info or threaten your interests, they enter your web and owe you a debt. I don't know. This is like super like up to interpretation.
Yeah.
The whole web thing.
I mean, what do you think? Do you think they enter your web through this?
I feel like Crawford. I almost want to say. I feel like Crawford does after this conversation because he's like,
Okay.
We know what you are, and we want you to help us.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I mean,
yeah.
that is asking for a favor. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Crawford's in your web.
Fuck yeah.
Matthew, are you all right, sir?
Okay. So I look at Crawford. I look at Diaz. Well, my favorite and most comfortable place is my lodge. So if you'd like to come back there.
That's a lot of work for this evening.
Well, I didn't say tonight.
All right, but we do need to talk soon.
All right. Well, why don't you just come tomorrow night instead? I'll make us dinner.
I'm shaking my head. They're not shaking their heads. I just can read you like a book, Knox. Kind of. All right. We'll be there tomorrow night. Time.
Excellent. How about right when I get up from bed, which is around 7-8 o'clock?
We'll be there.
Excellent. Can I go?
Kind of gives a hand signal.
All right. I can't wait. And I get up and I walk out, or I'm let out, or whatever all that entails.
Yeah, you're free to go. They're not going to stop you. Yeah, I think we'll cut to our escapades of the trio, our throuple this evening.
Oh my god!
Descending upon Brody's place.
Very, 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 very important before I leave. Before we leave the lodge, I somehow, some way, or maybe I take off my silver shirt, and beneath it, I need to acquire a navy polo tonight.
Well, you're a ghost, so you can just like snap your fingers or something.
So in my corporeal form, I basically take off my silver shirt that I usually wear because it's getting too hot in real life. I toss it aside and I have a navy polo on. And I'm just like,
all right.
Awesome. And then I'm going to manifest see. I can be seen and I can be, I can talk, but I cannot be touched because I don't want Brody touching me. Can I hitch a ride, Red and Kay?
Well, I suppose. Do you need a lot of space? Because it's really just a 2-seater.
I can squeeze between you.
I'm really uncomfortable with that idea.
You won't even feel me.
I'm more uncomfortable with the idea now. That didn't really help.
I'm sorry.
Well, even if I say no, you're gonna come anyway, so I might as well know that you're there.
There we go. Now you're understanding.
Yeah, and I still don't like it.
Yeah.
And Kay walks around. Before they're gonna walk around to the driver's side, and before they get in, they're gonna check their phone, and text their brother Xavier and say, "Hey, is anything up?" Because I think the last time they tried to text them, they didn't hear anything back for a while.
Yep, still nothing tonight. You haven't been able to reach Xavier the Third at all this evening, so. Yep. So you guys head to Brody's place. I think we'll cut to you guys arriving there.
Yeah.
Before they arrive.
What are you doing? Brody.
Once Brody got the text message, he for sure forwarded the picture to Emma and said his name was Benji and he was an angel.
Brody.
Okay.
Beyond that, he just would have messaged Kay back saying, get here as soon as you can.
Okay.
And he's just waiting with doobie in his mouth, shotgun in his hand.
The Brody abides. But yeah, all right. So I'm guessing, do you guys knock at the door or?
Yeah, Kay will go up and just.
Who is it?
Brody, it's me, and Red.
Yeah.
As soon as you open the door, I'll say, "Oh, Peter too."
He points his gun at Peter and then kind of lowers it.
Yeah, don't be stupid.
Yeah, I couldn't have stopped him from coming if I wanted to.
It's part of his charm, right?
No.
I love how Brody is so sarcastic about Peter all the time.
Well, first things first, Brody, you're right. You're right. Bad place.
I usually am, yeah. About some things.
Yeah. So sorry about that. Why was Benji there?
Daph invited him. She called me up. She's like, "Hey, I got this great dinner. You're gonna be there. Benji's gonna be there. There's gonna be a frittata, and I invited Red, and we all went there. So she called me and Benj down."
Okay.
Before you arrived, she asked me to distract you so that she could meet one-on-one with Benji. I didn't think she was going to eat Benji. I thought she was going to flip him.
He's a flippable guy. Benj is super cool. She ate him though.
Yes. Because unfortunately, Benji is even dumber than the rest of us. And Benji wanted out. And you and we all know here, there is no getting out. The only way you get out is when you die. And for some of us, it's not even when you die.
So, drugs forever is the message here?
It's bigger than drugs, and you know that.
I mean, I know Daphne a little bit. I talked to her. I had a couple of visions. She wants to rule this whole place. The whole city. You think she's going to be the one who's great to do that? She just ate someone. A nice, kind-hearted angel.
I am sorry that your friend got eaten. But he wasn't an angel. He pushed drugs, probably on young people. Excuse me, sorry, I'm not used to having a physical form. He worked for, I don't have a physical form. He worked for a powerful fae who did terrible things. He was just as much in the game as you or I. Let's not joke around here. You liked him, and I'm sorry he's dead. But none of us can turn away from this, and I need everyone to start understanding that. Who we are makes us part of this.
Well, I don't trust you at all. And Daff even left so. And that's very low on the totem pole here. Kay's cool. This guy, it seems all right. He's a little bit of a narc, but whatever. I don't know where you want this to go, Pete.
You don't have to trust me. God, you'd be an idiot if you did. But you can trust my ambition. Daphne wants to control Juneau, and so do I.
Isn't that a conflict of interest, though? If you're both trying to do the same thing?
I'm willing to cooperate if she is.
But she's just proven that she's not willing to cooperate with you. Isn't that the whole point of this meeting going south? At least in your opinion?
She is throwing some curveballs, yes. But in a follow-up conversation, we at least came to some kind of meeting ground. Listen, she let us all in the happy place. She didn't have to. She let us be there for the meeting. She didn't have to. Now, maybe it was just to use us. But there's 4 of us and 1 of her. If we all can decide something together, she'll at least have to obey long enough for us to take control of this town. Or we don't have to. You can all just sit back and watch it go to shit and have Drug Saruman run the place and see how much better your lives get.
I have heard he's a bit of a dick. Yeah.
I agree.
What do you all want to do?
Kay wants to look over at Red and see what's going on with good old Red there. How's Red?
I'm just looking around the room, and then I reach under my pant leg and I pull out Benji's phone and I just hand it out to Brody, which I'm sure he recognizes.
Yeah, takes it. He flips it open and then just kind of holds it to his heart and pockets it. Thank you. That was very kind, Red. I
just figure we have some leverage just in case Daphne does become a problem beyond what Peter's able to control.
Listen, Pete, you want me on your side? You want me to trust Daphne or be with you guys? I will be there a little bit. I want Benji's body back. He deserves a burial. He deserves that kindness. He was a solid fucking dude.
Okay, we can use that, but if you want Benji's body back, you're going to have to give Daphne something. She's not going to walk away with nothing. She has plans for that body. I'm almost sure of it.
Well, what she's getting is my somewhat cooperation, not opposition.
How much of that particular move have you given away already? The police showed up.
Well, it seemed dangerous. I had to help my friend here.
You need to be willing to offer her something.
I've got something. I'll be able to help her a little bit.
What do you all want? Why are you in this? Let's not talk about trust. Let's talk about desire, ambition. Those are the only things that matter.
I came to town looking for a kid vampire because his jackass daddy couldn't track him down. I came up here and I got caught up in the middle of this. Now, I don't know if Chadwick's here because of this solstice thingy that's going on, but then suddenly I'm hijacked by a werewolf, taken to Conrad's place where this drug Saruman, you keep calling him, snaps my fingers back. So I've been put into the thick of this against my will. I got no good feelings about any of these, so I'm on your side if it means getting back as that prick. Now, as far as Daphne's concerned, how do I know that my well-marinated body is not going to become dinner for some other vampire around here?
don't think Daphne would try to eat you, and if she did, we'd kill her. But the other vampires, that does sound like an issue. And you're after one, to at least reclaim him. But another vampire standing in your way, is that correct?
Yeah, and it was Conrad that told me to back off the Chadwick thing. So at the very least, he's offering the kids some kind of protection.
All right, so we've got a rogue vampire and a big baddie vampire who's working for the big bad that we all want out. So, vampires, Daphne, we're reaching common ground here. That's something. Finding this kid and dealing with Conrad is something we can work for. But there's a problem, isn't there, Kay?
There could be.
Conrad.
There could be.
What do you want? What do you want out of this?
I don't know, to be perfectly honest. You kind of pulled me into this whole situation. And as you certainly know, I have my own shit to deal with. Granted, small compared to your giant cosmics altering view of the world. But big for me. So forgive me if my view was a bit narrow at the moment.
Let's make it narrow. Let's make it narrow as possible. Conrad. We need to deal with him. You are by far the most powerful weapon we have. But he doesn't have to die. You're powerful. You have powerful connections. You can probably try to imprison him or just get him out of town till you decide what to do with him. But either way, he needs to be out of the game.
I haven't seen him in years. I don't even know if he's the same. I don't know. I don't even know if I knew him, to be perfectly honest. But okay.
I'm sure it's the same Conrad. He kind of looked like young Clint Eastwood and that one of them hot Chris's from the Marvel movies they keep coming out with. Am I picturing the right guy here?
I suppose that is a description, yes.
And then there's also this other wizard that Mildred is apparently keeping under her protection, who I'm supposed to find for those guys.
So, baby wizard, baby vampire. Those are our next two objectives. Well, our next immediate objective is to bring Daphne into the fold, and then we hunt down the baby wizard and the baby vampire.
Question is, you gonna be okay with that one, Brody?
Like I said, I am gonna need Benchy's body back. I will never trust Daphne. I will always hate her. But I can work with her. Because here's the thing. I had one dude to give me drugs. He's dead. I had one girl who gave me drugs. She killed my best friend. So now I kind of got nothing. I'm gonna need some sort of source. So that's what I want. I'm willing to work. Need drugs. Need a body.
Okay, you got a phone call.
Ooh, shift.
It's your brother.
I step out in the hallway. I don't even say anything to anybody. I just look at my phone and then I just immediately go out the door and close it behind me. And I answer it and I say, what's up?
You were texting me, what's up?
Oh, you know, a lot. There's a lot going on. Shit, I don't even remember why I texted you in the first place, to be perfectly honest.
Well, there was earlier with the whole, we killed people thing, and then
Right.
You were texting me about some shit going down. I think you mentioned some lodge.
Oh, right. Right. Okay.
Just checking in, Ken.
Yeah, before that, is everything okay?
Oh yeah, it's fine. Sorry, I was dealing with some shit for Dad. Some preparations and stuff for stuff coming up. You know.
Okay.
We've got some work coming up. We're gonna have to talk tomorrow, by the way. Seems like today was just the start.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna give him a brief like spark notes
Okay.
of like of like there were some important people who had a meeting about the solstice. There's some bad people who are supposedly trying to do some bad stuff in town on the solstice, or maybe trying to stop them.
That's
And also Conrad's in town.
yeah. He kind of gives you a listen for a while and just that's that might complicate some things. We're definitely gonna have to talk. Okay. So
Why?
just it's probably best for not over the phone.
Okay. Okay. I might not be home tonight, so
No, tomorrow's good. I'm not in either. I just yeah, just text me tomorrow, see what's up. We'll get back to things. So
okay.
all right, bye. If this is gonna be awkward, night. Click. What are you guys talking about inside while that phone call's going on? Because I imagine that took a little bit with the rundown, the footnotes.
Do any of you know Conrad's other names, family names, other aliases? Anything you've ever heard there, Peter?
I don't know him at all, to be honest. That one catches me off guard. I can't believe I just said that. Because he's literally from the Power faction. Yeah, I don't know much about Power. The people who do the magics and stuff.
This is the vampire that I gotta.
Oh,
Because I got a vampire might be able to see what the Van Groots back in Iowa know about.
Brody.
If Chadwick's dad finds out about this, maybe he could give us some information.
Right, Brody's an expert at collecting information.
Yeah, I've never heard that name in my life, so
Yeah.
but if you have something from him, you can bring them to me, sure. Hell yeah.
Do you have anything from Conrad except for the bruises he left on your face?
I was just tied to a chair. And that was done by the wolves, so they didn't actually touch me at any point. But, okay, you done in there?
Like 10 seconds will go by and I'll come back out. Yeah, what's up?
Just wondering, Conrad, is he like a share where it just has one name, or are we talking like? Is it gonna be? Does he have a last name?
Red really is gay.
That's very fair.
I don't know. I only ever knew him as Conrad.
I'll try and send that message. So I'm gonna use my little dinky flip phone here and work out a text back to it was Alistair Van Groot and my employer, and just say Chadwick's with some vamp named Conrad ring a bell? ? Send.
You get back almost instantly. Call in morning.
All right. Oh yeah, time zones. Forget about those things.
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m.
Red, do you have anything of Chadwick's? If we can't find Conrad, we can at least try and find your actual target.
Oh yeah, I got something on him. It's kind of embarrassing. So I pull out a copy of his group's CD.
Sorry, Pride Month.
No, it's okay. Anyway, so I pull out, and I've been keeping it in my jacket pockets, this jacket to the band's homemade CD stuff, and it's just your standard, a bunch of gothy looking guys standing in the forest, and there's snow coming down, and they're not wearing shirts, and they've got some of the tattoos. If you look at them close enough, it looks like they were drawn on with Sharpie. It's that bad. And I'm like, yeah, this is one of the CDs I collected from his room, just so I'd have a picture of what him and the band might look like.
Yeah, man, hand it over. Give it a shot.
All right, hand it over.
Grab it and I'll use psychometry.
Yeah, I'm studying Brody intently while this is happening. I am looking for any indication.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out what question. I got a 7.
Okay, so you get 1, right?
Yeah, 1, yeah. Did you buy this?
I'm not spending money on that. That stuff's crap.
So he owned it, right?
Oh yeah, I got it out of his room.
All right, my question is, where is the owner of this CD right now?
How specific does your power get?
Well, I'm using a corruption for that. I'm getting corrupted for this because I can ask anything.
And that's why I was studying him. God damn it, Brody.
So, I'm trying to think of like districts of Juneau. He's on the island across the bridge. So,
of course he is.
He's like on the island, so that's like a little more specific. Across the bridge.
Douglas Island. Thank you, Knox, our resident Juneau expert.
Yay.
Of course he is.
So that's a little more pointed.
Well,
That's the island they took me to, wasn't it?
Yes.
Brody, you can see where people are based on stuff?
Yeah.
Is that new?
Yeah, your careful tutelage has been improving my powers, right?
Oh.
So like now I can kind of figure out where people are if I have something from them. I can touch people and like know about them. It's getting a lot better.
Kay twists one of the rings off of their finger, and it's kind of just like a gold band, and it's got like 4 rubies in it, kind of just inlaid into the band. And they hand it out, and they say, "Conrad gave this to me."
All right, let's give it a shot. Okay, it's a 13.
Oh my god. When it counts.
I'm gonna one thing. Okay, I'm not gonna do all 3 correct questions.
Just Brody's gone by the end of the session.
He's getting there.
It's getting bad. I'll ask my corruption ones last. What secrets or mysteries has this object been privy to?
I think it was on Conrad when he got turned.
What strong emotions have been most recently been near this object?
I mean,
well,
Is awkwardness an emotion?
Anger, I think. Frustration.
actually, most recent. Is that what the question was?
Yeah.
What strong emotion have most recently been near this object?
I guess, yeah, this is a good answer for him. Good answer.
Yeah. Intense concern and fear.
Okay. And I'll use my last. I'll use another corruption for where's the person who gave? Where's the owner of this object? The one who gave it to you. It's okay.
Yeah, I guess previous owner would probably get you the best.
Where's the previous owner? Yeah.
Yeah. Douglas Island.
It's once again, it is the island. It's gonna be everything's on the island, so we're gonna have to head there. Let me get the ring back.
I wonder.
Does Brody look any different when he gains corruption at all?
I think what was established was black begins to fill his veins a little bit, and his eyes go more pitch white. Less now than when he was like using the eyes that burrow, but but a little bit. He's probably, you see like a little bit of black, and his eyes kind of glow a little bit more than he used to.
Okay.
Brody, you're hitting that juice pretty hard, don't you think?
Well, yeah, I could have gotten a lot more specific, so I just did a little bit. I just got that last one. I was feeling real good about that ring. I just did just a little bit. Feeling good.
Can't let it overtake you, Brody.
No, Brody's always in control, and I smoke.
If you stray too far from the pact, he will have to put you down like a rabid dog.
Kay's gonna put up their hand in Peter's direction and say, Brody, can we talk in the other room?
Yeah, of course, Kay. And he'll go in the other room of this small apartment. What's going on?
I think, and don't hate me for this, Peter might be right. This isn't good.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is a little concerning, but here's the thing, though. I'm stronger than I was. My powers have grown. You were always like, you should use the visions and not run. And so, like, doing that, number one. Number two, you did ask, like, who had the ring. I had to dip in deep for that. Just a little bit.
Okay, but there are few people in this particular realm of this globe who I am concerned about and have opinions that are positive for. You are on the top 3.
Hell yeah.
So I would rather you stay with us for an extended period of time. I also don't want you to turn into someone like Peter.
No, that would be like the worst. That's the nightmare scenario right there. So right. I'll dial back just a little bit. I'll
just a little bit.
Yeah. Cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I know it doesn't make it feel better, but I'm sorry about Benji.
Yeah, thanks. He was a
This
solid
feels like an intimacy move.
Yep.
What? Hello.
Definitely feels like an intimacy move.
All right.
Yo, Brody, who you got debts on?
I had one on Benji, but he's dead. The only.
I wouldn't toss that so quickly.
Okay, well, I'll keep that one. The last, I can give you one. The last debt I have left is to drug Saruman. So I'll give you my debt on him.
All right.
Matthew just literally sipping the tea over there.
Yep. Benji.
And I will. What's my intimacy move? Yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay. I will.
Read it out loud for the class. What's
Okay.
your
When you share a moment of intimacy, physical or emotional, with another person, you gain a specific and clear version about the future. You can ask up to 3 questions about the vision, mark corruption for each. Do I have to ask questions?
No,
She did just tell me not to do this. So this time I will back off and not do it.
But you also had a vision about her death.
Yeah, but I do. Kay is the one person I like in this terrible, terrible place.
Yeah. So vision about Kay. That's what it is, right? You see a vision about their possible future? Yeah. Okay.
One that doesn't involve death would be great.
So the way, because like when we talk about you seeing, because you've done this with Peter before, his is hazy because you're seeing past like someone's lifespan into their like actions after death, and so it's kind of staticky. This is murky almost, whereas that's static. This is cloudy. There's like floaties, you get sometimes in your eye. You see like black just like trying to creep around your vision, almost like there's some sort of entity sort of trying to like close around your vision here. But as you're sort of peering through, you see Kay, your friend, in some sort of it seems like a large home, standing over the body of a blonde young woman, and Kay is in her demon form, and there is like occult shit everywhere, and there seems to be just like circles and all of the stuff that seems to indicate some dark juju was going on here. And then the darkness sort of collapses back around you, and you feel yourself almost being suffocated for a second.
I get back. Is it over?
Yeah.
I come back. Listen, Kay, I do appreciate everything you've done. Just, keep in mind that advice you gave me. And just think about it for yourself, too. Some dark shit going around here. And, just be careful, right?
Okay.
I'll join the others.
So while that was happening, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm gonna stare at Red. I can't be touched right now, but I'm just gonna kind of stare at Red.
I'm gonna stare back and just go, do you really not care about Daryl? Are you just trying to be cold to throw us all off? I just want to know.
Of course I care about him. He's being threatened. People know about him. That makes me vulnerable. You're supposed to be protecting him or keeping an eye on him. Do your job.
No, I am. I was actually going to try and have coffee with him, but I want to know. I know you don't want to be mentioned, but is there anything I shouldn't mention?
Tell him. Tell him Tell him you found a note. Tell him that I am sorry. I miss him. And I'll see him soon. He may wonder how you came to that information. Tell him whatever you need to tell him.
I've had a few ideas. See, I've been kind of wanting to talk to him about just one thing specific, because I got a Peter back home too, but the roles are a bit reversed. He left me because I dedicated myself a little too much to my work, and he just wasn't happy with that. Felt like I neglected him. Felt like I was always gone. Ringing any bells here?
Right, you were the bottom in the relationship, I understand.
It was more of a switch situation, but anyway. Sometimes looking at you, I'm not meaning insults here, but I get kind of scared that this might be what I'm in for, and I just think maybe talking to him would give me some insight into how my Peter might be feeling, if there's a way to come back from all this.
Daryl is a kind man. He's far better than I ever deserved. Listen to him. He'll help you.
So I have a few ideas about how I found this note. And yeah, I'll give him a call up, and I won't mention where I got the where I met him, or where I heard of his name. I'll just keep it at I bumped into him in the shopping center, and there we go.
No. I'm sorry. Kill the note idea. Just tell him. Just tell him whatever you need to tell him.
I found a notebook. I think I can come up with some lies.
All right.
Good at that when I gotta.
Okay.
So that's another intimacy move.
I'm so sorry. I kind of did it on purpose. Trying to get Max's corruption power. 1 hold. I now have 3 holds on Red.
Wow.
I don't know what that means, but I'm interested, and I'm just happy to finally have a corruption move.
For me, it just means that I can appear whenever you're in trouble, but if I choose not to use that hold to appear, I get corrupted.
I'm taken into.
Yeah.
So whenever a non-mortal tries to lend me a hand or get in my way, I can mark corruption to add a 3 or subtract a 3.
Wow. All right then.
And everyone else is non-mortal, so I'm golden.
Yeah, I'll say.
So I turn on all y'all and become the real villain when Brody just walks away into the hazy moonlight.
I think we can take you.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything else they want to do to finish up this evening?
No, we need to get our shit together and head to Daphne or something. I don't know how we want to.
I don't want to go to Daphne's house like ever again.
Well,
ever.
Then we just.
Kay's planning to stay here with Brody tonight.
Okay.
Do we want to do the phone call with the Van group before we go, or?
I think we'll sort of set up. We'll finish everything up because I think we're wrapped up for this day. Finally, this has been a very long
night.
The long day and
Long
night.
day's night.
Daphne, do you have anything else you want to do this evening? Maybe dispose of a body, perhaps.
Daphne's gonna head back to the Elysium. And she's gonna go check up on a guest.
Okay.
I believe her name is Eliza.
Eliza. Let me
What's
check
her name?
There was a Chloe Khan.
Chloe Khan.
Oh wait.
And what did we say she was? She was just an aware, I'm guessing. Or does she even know?
She's staying. The only thing I remember is that someone has a debt with someone who's staying at the lodge.
Yeah. Well, you do. You have a debt to
Oh,
and
do
from
I?
her. Yes.
Chloe Khan, you're right. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go visit. I'm gonna go knock on Chloe's door,
Okay.
and I'm so good to just pick that up next session.
Okay.
Oh wow.
All right.
Hunger that cannot be quenched.
Yeah, Chloe has I have a debt on Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
She tells me her problems.
Yeah. All right. I think that's a great place to stop. We'll pick this up next week, tomorrow, in a way. So next Sunday, but the game will be tomorrow in game.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes.
I was really excited to play again.
I'm free Monday. Let's do it.
I was way on board.
Keep going.
it's a soap opera. We should run it 5 times.
Let's
A week.
just go, guys.
Yeah, 5 times a week, soap opera
This
style.
game does feel very fitting for Pride Month with these characters. So, yeah. But yeah. So, I think that was a great wrap. So, if you guys want to just go around, who are, where we can find you, and your favorite moment from this evening. I think we'll start with Matthew Foreman because he looks like he definitely wants to go.
Hey, that's me. I am Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. Follow me to stay up to date on the bullshit that I do. My favorite moment from tonight was probably interacting. God, there were a lot. This was a great session. I really enjoyed interacting with Kay like that, and like all of their reads on me. That was amazing. I was like so red so many times. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, they had quite the insights on
Yeah.
Peter's nature, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll drop down to Daphne or Knox.
My arch nemesis.
Hi, my name is
The big bad.
Noxney, and I exist both in the real world and in Juneau, apparently, in our game. You can find me on the internets at the handle that's on the thing. But favorite moment for tonight's game? Jesus, I don't know.
Come on.
What?
That bad, huh?
No, it just all merges into one like experience, and it's hard to like pull out like your favorite moment. So I'm gonna cheat and use a scene that Daphne was involved in, and being at the police station and having Crawford say, "We know what you are." I was like, ah!
If you all hadn't rolled so poorly with all of your rumors having to do with power and the police station, this just took this and went a really different direction. I'll just tell you that a little bit. So,
Yeah, that was fun.
Ty, we'll go to you next. Welcome back, buddy.
It was a great session to come back to. I am Ty. You can find me at my Twitter handle below for now. Just to help everyone. My favorite part of the evening would probably be, I liked the confrontation in the beginning a lot between Kay, Red, and Peter. That was really good and intense. That was a lot of fun. And also my second one I'm gonna do too was finally getting to interact with like Kay. So we had like a backstory the whole time, and then this is the first time we actually got to like talk.
Yeah, that was great. Peter, not Peter, Red.
Don't make mixing up the gays.
That's when.
I'm Max. I can be found at altmaxd20 on Twitter, Twitch, and wherever else on the internet, mostly here. And my favorite part of the night was just the gutter brain of us all trying to get into Kay's car.
that broke me for a minute there. When Peter said, "You won't feel me at all."
Feel me.
Just.
Oh God, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I'll just squeeze in here. You won't feel me at all.
Oh, I didn't hear that. That's funny. I didn't hear that at all.
That's why me and Max were just dying in that exchange.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, that was pretty great. Maria.
Hello, I'm Maria. I'm at Happy Capster on Twitter, and on Twitch. I recently started streaming, so you can find me here now a couple days a week. My favorite moment, well, the whole thing, but the one that came to the forefront first was going mildly demon to keep Daphne away from Red. Was not what me as a player was expecting Kay to do, but it happened anyway. So it was fun and surprising. And then that Kay got to interact with everybody was a treat, and I loved it immensely.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, and I'm Taryn. You can find me on Twitter at TarzanNozy, and pretty much nowhere else besides here on Sundays. But yeah, I think, gosh, there were a lot of great moments tonight. I think having you all trigger so many gosh dang intimacy moves was just, you guys got so intimate with Red that he corrupted. That's just.
Oh, I missed that. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that was the last one. Yeah,
sorry.
With you at the end.
There was a noise in real life. I forgot. I didn't hear.
Yeah. So you guys literally you got along with Red so well you corrupted him. Yep.
One of us, except way worse than one of us.
Yeah, I think that was pretty great. And then just getting to see everybody interact. this game doesn't like necessarily call for all of the players to be like messing with each other, and so you guys kind of taking that direction has been really interesting for the system, because like PvP can happen really quickly and there's nothing to preventing that. So like that could have gone very far south, but yeah, so there was a lot of great stuff tonight. A lot of really interesting things I could do now since you failed all of those rumor rolls so miraculously.
Power is gonna wreck our shit.
Power, yeah, Power's got some ups on you.
The arch villain is a wizard, people.
Drug Saruman is gonna just.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like real talk, I'm actually afraid of this fucking wizard.
Me too.
I don't know why.
I love that you guys. It makes me feel
Guys,
so good that you guys are afraid of the wizard.
I can teleport myself to the wizard at any time now. So
Wait, what? How?
because I stole a debt from Brody.
Yep.
Oh
I
shit!
think the wizard can take you.
Next game.
Right, but if
opening
we ever
move,
need it to
continue.
happen, right? Kay's just gone.
Okay.
Amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
so
God.
He joins the winning side.
I'm not gonna. Yep. Thanks everybody for joining us this week. Chat, you guys were awesome as always. Yeah, we're here every Sunday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Since I gotta include that, I don't know why. Eastern centric time zone shenanigans. But yeah, so thanks for supporting us. If you like what we do, please subscribe, drop some bits, and if you want to support Variant Roles ongoing, please check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/variantrolls. Every little bit helps support what we do here and showing people to streaming and streaming content. June's a big month for us. Knox, do you want to talk about what Variant Roles is doing for Pride Month?
I'm actually not a part of the organizational efforts for Pride Month. That is Mr. Matt, and I think Emma's involved with that as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, do you want to talk about it?
Well, I'm not so sure the schedule is announceable yet, but June is very busy. There is a lot of content slotted for Saturdays, so there's going to be a variety of content, both like queer themed tabletop RPG, sessions with all queer players and all people of that community, broader community, however they refer to themselves. And there's going to be some kind of they're calling it. I think they're calling it gay brunch or queer brunch.
Gay brunch on Sundays.
Gay brunch on Sundays, which is like a talk show.
Redundant?
Follow Variant Roles on both Twitter and Twitch to stay abreast of all of that.
Yes, that is definitely key. But yeah, thank you also so much for hanging out with us this evening. Thanks to Criticious, I think Criticious RP that rated us earlier. That was super awesome of you guys. Dice Priori too, our lovely friends there. But yeah, so I guess we're
gonna raid another channel.
Oh yes. I'll let Knox take care of that for a second.
We're gonna raid Welcome to the Party. I think it's their name.
Yep.
Welcome RPG.
Welcome Party RPG.
Welcome Party. Okay. Yep. We're gonna read them. They're a super awesome community. I've had the pleasure of playing a game with one of their GMs a long time ago. But they do a lot of awesome content in the community in support of it. So we're gonna go ahead and read them. I hope you stick around, and until then, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. We're gonna rate them in 4, 3, 2.